Yeah, in this video we're going to look at another bidding tip for the opening bid, bidding tip 2. And we're going to talk about the preemptive opening bid and the position on the table. And we're going to talk about the preemptive opening bid, which is much more useful in the first or the third hand than in the second hand. Because in the first hand you still have two opponents after you. In the third hand only one. But your partner has already passed, so there's no chance you disturb your partner. So we might say that the third hand is the most best position, the most effective position to do a preemptive bid, assuming your partner has passed. That's the third hand is the best position. The second hand is the worst position, because there's only one opponent after you and your partner still has to bid. So remember, your partner still has to bid. By doing a preemptive bid, you might disturb your partner. But there's a very good chance your partner has an opening hand, so you might disturb your partner. So in the first or the third hand, a preemptive bid is much more useful than in the second hand. You need less points for a preemptive bid. You can open lighter. There's less chance you disturb your partner. And the other rule is do not open preemptive if you have a second good major suit. Let's see at some examples now. Yeah, we're going to look at the first example now of a preemptive opening bid. Now we already said that the third position is probably the best position to do the preemptive bid. Your partner passed, you know your partner already passed, so there's no chance you disturb your partner. Now your right hand opponent also passed, but now looking at the hand, if you look at the hand now, 7 hearts, 3 diamonds and 3 clubs, there's almost 100% certainty that the West and East has a fit in spades. West and East are going to make 4 spades, maybe 5 spades or 6 spades, maybe they make a slam. It's almost a certainty that West is going to bid in spade. They found a fit in spade because your partner didn't bid. He might have 6 spades, but with 6 spades he probably should have opened 2 spades with a weak hand or 1 spade. Maybe he has 5 spades, I don't know. But there's such a big chance that West and East find each other in a spade fit that you have to do everything possible to avoid that. Now it's only 6 points, it's a very weak hand, but you have the ace of hearts, but I would certainly recommend to open 3 hearts, at least to make the bidding a little bit more difficult. So you open the hand 3 hearts, because I think you have to do anything as possible to prevent them from bidding. What might happen next now, and that could happen, is that also if you look at the total hand now, that if you look at the total hand now from West, okay, you look at the hand of West and you look at the hand of East, they are bound to make 4 spades. They can't make 6 spades, by the way, but they will make 4 spades as a certainty. By opening 3 hearts, you make the bidding just a little bit more difficult for West. West might bid 3 spades and East might pass, so they only play 3 spades. West might double, that East will pass, then maybe Main will pass, or maybe he bid 3 spades, maybe he bid diamonds. Maybe they might miss a fit in spades if you open 3 hearts. Just make it as difficult as possible. West might bid 3 no trump, maybe, I don't know. But a singleton diamond is not unlikely, but I just mean that just make it as difficult as possible for the opponent to get into the bidding. And this is a perfect example of just open 3 hearts, make it difficult. They might end up in 3 spades. They make 3 spades, but they should have been in 4 spades. If you do nothing, for certain they will end up in 4 spades. They miss 2 aces, so they will end up 4 spades or 5 spades. They can't make 6 spades, but they will make 4 spades. They lose a heart and they lose a diamond. So this is the third position, is perfect to do the preemptive bidding. Preemptive opening bid. If you look at another example, now this is another example where you can see now this time you're in the second position. This is almost the same hand as you had before, but now you're in the second position. East passed. So east passed. South. What would South do? He can open 3 hearts. But now he is in the second position. His partner still has to bid. With this hand I would pass. I'm not going to bid because I might disturb my partner. There's a good chance. My partner still has to bid. I only have 6 points. It's not a very good hand. I rather pass and see what happens. Now what happens now is that West passes and North bids 2-no trump. Now I am happy I passed now because 2-no trump, he has a very strong hand and not disturbing him. East passes and I bid now, South bids 3 diamonds. The transfer 2 hearts. North bids 3 hearts. There's a relay, he has to bid 3 hearts, and then South bids 4 hearts. They end up in 4 hearts. Now this seems to me like the right contract. You can look at the hand. North plays the contract, and you see now that normally they make the contract. If we count the losers, we play a trump contract, so we count the losers. We have 1 loser in spades. The lead is the ace of spades. No loser in hearts. 0 losers in diamonds. And 1 loser in club. We have 2 losers. We play the hand from South, the hand with most trumps. North is a declarer, but we play the hand from South. Count the losers from South. So 1 in spade and 1 in club. Now it's almost a certainty now we make the contract. And we'll see what happens, but we play now the 2 of spades, the 8 of spades. Now East continues with the 4 of spades. We make the king of spades, and then we draw the trumps straight away. There's no point in delaying the drawing the trumps. But now you can see now we only lose 2 tricks. We lost the heart, we play the club to the ace, and then we lose the club. But we make the contract. We make 11 tricks. If you look at the total hand again, we look at the total hand. If you look at the total hand, we only lose 2 tricks. Now if you look at another example, what would have happened, and that's what I want to show you, what would have happened if we would have opened 3 hearts? This is exactly the same board, but now what would have happened if we would have opened 3 hearts? So we open the board, 3 hearts, and see what happens. South opens 3 hearts, West passes, is exactly the same hand, North bids 4 hearts. The lead is the queen of spades. Now you see now that the weaker hand plays the contract, South. South plays the contract. We count the losers from South. But now you see now that you have 2 losers in spades and 1 in diamond, 1 in club. You have 3 losers. All of a sudden you have 1 loser more because the weaker hand plays the contract and the lead is a spade. Normally you lose now the king of spades. And that's what you want to avoid. You want to avoid that the weaker hand plays the contract. The lead is into the weaker hand. They lead into weakness. And you want them to lead into strength. So this is a disadvantage of opening 3 hearts, that the weaker hand plays the contract. And you make it very difficult for North to bid anything. But maybe the slam is on or not, and yeah. There's nothing more they can do than bidding 4 hearts. So we continue now. We play the king of spades, but East wins with the ace of spades. He returns a spade. And we still lose a club. We make the contract, by the way. We still make 10 tricks. We make the contract, but we should have made 1 trick more. So the point is that so we make the contract. That was not a problem. We lose 3 tricks now. But the point now, what I want to make, is that you have to be a little bit careful if you are in second position to do a preemptive opening. It has to be a little bit of a stronger hand. This is a very weak hand to play the contract. So, and your partner still has to bid. If this hand, you rather have North play the contract with a very strong hand than South. So you have to be careful. so be careful by opening a preemptive in the second position. So that was the end of the video. We talked about the preemptive bidding, the preemptive opening bid, the position on the table. That the worst position to do a preemptive bid is a second position. The best position to do a preemptive bid is the third position after a pass. If you are in third position, there's almost everything is allowed. The first position is also a reasonable position. In the next video we're going to talk about another bidding tip.